Is the Ford Raptor's reign coming to an end? Unfortunately, it appears so. Patience, that's what we're going to see in this video because today we have a duel of true titans. Two off-road beasts ready to devour both the asphalt and the off-road. It's not an easy comparison to make, having tried both of them. It's not just in theory, but also in practice. I know what it feels like to ride a Raptor and also to drive the Ram RHO. By the way, I recently had the chance to post that video of my test. You can check it out on my channel, and it really impressed me. The Ram RHO, and you know that I like the Raptor. So Ford F-150 Raptor versus Ram 1500 RHO. Which of these machines is the best option for someone looking for a big, powerful, and fun pickup? We're going to find that out in this ultimate comparison. But let's start with one of the most important aspects, power. The Ford Raptor features a twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6 engine. Pay attention to its impressive output, 450 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque. But, Freddie, I already know those numbers by heart because I like the Raptor. Of course, but it's important compared to what the Ram RHO gives you, and this is where it's going to start surprising you. But anyway, what's the result of that power, of those numbers the Raptor gives you? We've already witnessed the car's brutal acceleration, as shown in my videos. An immediate response, it's very fast, but wait, the Ram RHO isn't far behind. Why? Because it has an engine that's a 6-cylinder inline turbocharged. It gives you 540 horsepower and 521 pound-feet of torque. Therefore, it offers more power and torque than the Ford F-150. However, the Raptor has an ace up its sleeve, which you know very well, the Raptor R. With its supercharged 5.2-liter V8, it delivers 720 horsepower. Of course, Ram as a brand no longer has its fighting rooster, its workhorse, to go up against the Raptor R, which was the Ram TRX. We're already in 2025, and the Ram TRX is now part of Ram's history, because they only produced it until 2024. In other words, it's gone. That means that the Raptor R, in that category of pickup truck with more than 700 horsepower, is now alone in the desert. Alright, but that package comes with a much higher price. It costs you almost $32,000 extra. Is it worth paying so much more for the Raptor? Well, that depends on how much you want to spend and what level of fun you want to have. But definitely, to make the comparison more balanced, we're going to try to stay focused in this video. Between the regular Raptor, the V6 one, and the Ram RHO, very good in terms of capability. Off-road, because we know that these kinds of trucks are made or designed to take them to the desert, to take them into the mud, get them dirty, and have a great time off-roading away from the pavement. Both are designed to devour that off-road, but let's see what they offer and which one comes out on top here. Ford F-150 Raptor has a spectacular suspension, and you know it. In my videos, when I've had the chance to test it in the desert, I've tested it on the road, I've tested it in different places. Suspension tuned for speed on rough terrain. Great comfort, excellent traction. That suspension with the electronic adjustments, active adaptive suspension, is spectacular because it anticipates every movement. And you know that I'm a big fan of that suspension. Fox, from the Ford F-150 Raptor, dominates with excellent traction on any surface. However, the Ram RHO, which I had the chance to test recently, has suspension with coil springs and active adjustable shock absorbers, which also responds very well. That means it has a quick response to changes in terrain and a surprisingly smooth ride. I must mention something from my recent test, which I discussed in that video. I didn't go to the desert, but I did do a bit of off-roading in a somewhat inhospitable, uninhabited part of the Everglades. I stepped on it, and the control, it has really impressed me. Honestly, the experience of driving the Ram RHO is one of those that puts a smile on your face. It's fast, and the pull you get from the acceleration is truly amazing. Therefore, both trucks, the Raptor and the RHO, move like desert predators. That's right, put them in low mode, step on it, and they fly. But the Ram is going to offer you, speaking of another category, Towing capacity, the Ram is going to offer you a little more. We're talking about 8,380 pounds versus the 8,200 of the Raptor. The difference is minimal when it comes to towing capacity, but for some people, every pound counts, right? In the United States, the towing aspect is particularly important. Here, people take their recreational vehicle, their portable house or portable car, their trailer, the towing capacity. That's why I'm telling you that every pound counts. It's very important, and it's a factor that can determine the inclination or the buying decision of the consumer here in the United States. But now let's move on to another category. Because pickup trucks, even though they're made to get dirty, to be abused, inside, that's a luxury and an impressive style. Which of the two will be better inside in terms of interior technology? You're going to like them. By the way, are you enjoying the video? Please subscribe and like, it's free. And that way, YouTube will show you my videos more often and more consistently. I bring good content, you know it. Adventures, exclusive events, launches, all about cars, interesting and entertaining facts. So give it a like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. And welcome to the Freedy Car Power 360 community. So, speaking of technology, going back to the technology part, because it's not all about brute force. No, it's not all about off-roading or power. Although those are some of the most important things, there's also luxury. The Raptor has a 12-inch screen that steals the spotlight. It takes center stage there, with its SYNC4 system over-the-air updates and wireless compatibility with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But the Ram, I think here the Ram raises the stakes. With its 14.5-inch screen, it's a huge display, and it has an extra 10-inch screen next to the passenger. Its system offers many of the same applications found on the big screen, which you'll also find on the 14-inch one. So you don't have to bother the driver's screen or change anything. You have your own for your entertainment. And it doesn't bother the driver because it's with that screen. Privacy, so they can't see it when you're driving. It has the system and a Connect 5 RAM, which is easy to use, offers large, clear menus, it's user-friendly, it's readable. I like it a lot. If you want the best technology, I would say the Ram RH wins in this round. Now let's move on to the price. Yes, gentlemen, the price is very important. Let's talk about money. The Ram RH costs almost, this is a very important factor, costs almost $10,000 less than the Raptor. The Raptor. You can get it for around $79,000, almost $80,000 to start, while the Ram RH starts at $70,000. That, along with the solid arguments it has, like giving you more power and better towing capacity, are serious reasons to really consider the Ram RH. However, it should be noted that some technology features that come standard in the Raptor, that is, you don't pay extra for them, in the Ram, they require a package that costs you almost $10,000. So in the end, the prices can end up being very similar. If you want to buy a RHO with all the bells and whistles, then you're going to have to pay, and that's when the price gets closer, like that $10,000 difference. If you don't mind skipping that extra package, you can save those $10,000, which is pretty good. Now, if you're looking for more power and you don't mind spending money, then the Raptor R, going back to the equation, the Raptor R is the final boss. It would be like the last Coke in the desert, as the Ram TRX doesn't exist anymore. But for a balance between price and performance, the Ram 1500 RHO is an excellent alternative. If you're buying it, I recommend keeping your mouth shut when you go to the dealership. Just keep quiet at the dealer. That's the title of my digital book. So you can be well prepared against the sharks, the dealership salespeople who know a lot and will try to get more than $80,000 out of you. That's where the entry price of the Raptor or the price of the RHO comes in. I've prepared myself. You can find out how to get the digital book in the video description. Shut your mouth at the dealer. We continue at the design level. Which one do you like more? Well, here it's already a matter of taste. Which grille looks more aggressive, with a more distinctive personality? I really like the grille on the Raptor, but definitely the Ram has its own thing. I mean, it also has a style with a lot of presence and aggressiveness. The graphics package is really nice. It says RHO with a font similar to the TRX, but it's not exactly the same. I also really love the graphics on the Raptor. So tell me in the comments, which of the two designs do you like more, the Ram RHO or the Ford F-50 Raptor? But in conclusion, both trucks are very fast. They're a lot of fun and spectacular. They're not ideal for small parking lots, of course, they're too big, and they don't save much fuel either. But if you're watching this video and you're one of the people who's going to buy or is interested in buying one of these trucks, does the gas consumption really not matter much to you? If you want the most extreme option and you're willing to pay a lot more, if you have that kind of money in your bank account, then the Raptor R would be the winner. But if you're looking for more value for your money, I'd say the Ram RHO is hard to ignore. I'll say it again, I've tried both of them, and believe me, the experience I had with the RHO recently was something I really liked. It has great control, pleasant with nice pull and push. So, which one would you choose? Let me know down in the comments. We're talking about if you have the money to pay for a Raptor or a Ram RHO, which one would you choose and why? Which one do you like more between these two beasts? Off-road? But if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell for more content like this. See you next time. Remember to leave your opinion and subscribe. Hugs?